So this is a different paper than normal. It was used as an initial assessment before to see if students were able to go on to the GCSE maths course or the functional skills. I think we need a bit more practice with non-calculator papers, so that's why I've included it here. Okay. Yeah, I think the questions are good enough, all relevant to the kind of things we're learning. Write the number 3,840 in words. I'll put the answer up there so you can see. 3,840. I say and 40, but the brackets there means you don't need the and if you don't want to. Write the number 5,012 in figures. Now what I'd suggest here is when you see a question like that, I would write 5,000 out. And then 5,012 and then think all the 12 goes there. When you've got more difficult numbers than that, I just think it helps for you to visualize what the 5,000 looks like and add them together. You did a multiple choice practice paper, multiple choice questions for me, and this is obviously things that ESOL students must learn. Okay. What is the value of the 4 in the number 8,462? This question I thought was odd when I first saw it. I can see the answer there is 400, so the 4 is representing 400, which makes sense when you read the question, 8,400. Okay. Write the number 2,684 correct to the nearest thousand. So what I would do here with these is I think my answer needs 3 zeros. So I'll draw a little line in pencil. I'm thinking these 3 digits must disappear. Okay, so draw my line in between the 2 and the 6, and then I look at the 6 and think, is the 6 big, is it small? Remember, if it's big, the 6 makes the 2 go up. If it isn't, the 2 stays as it is. And then your question is, normally, if it's a 5, is a 5 big or a 5 small? And you think, well, 5 is in the middle, but if you remember what I said to you, is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 means it's small. So that means 5 is with 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's fair. Maths people like to be fair. So 6 is big. So it goes to 3,000. Okay, so if it was a 5 there, the 5 would be big and it goes up to 3,000 as well. Okay, here in the answers, I'm showing you 3 different ways of writing 3,000. I tend to write it with a comma, but some people get the commas and the full stops mixed up, so for you I'd say just don't use a comma ever. I think it helps when I'm typing to put a space in between if I'm not using a comma, but in any of those is fine. Okay, next one, work out 500 minus 358. So I will put the 358 below. And do you take away some that way? So we're going to borrow 5, make that into a 10, change it to a 9, make that into a 10. We got a 2, 10, take away 8 is 2, 9, take away 5 is 4, 4, take away 3 is 1. So there's the answer, 142. Now, it's interesting here that the correct answer gets you 2 marks, but if you got an error carrying, this scheme says you're allowed 1 mark. Now, I would disagree with that. I think if you can't take away, you haven't earned any marks. But as always, we obey the marking scheme that's given to us. Now, so far you've done AQA paper, you've done OCR paper. After this one, you're doing an EdXL paper, so that's why each marking scheme is slightly different. I'm saving the City and Guilds papers till last. Okay. Here's a list of numbers. Which is the largest number? Here I was drawn to this number, just drawn to it. So I would underline and then think, and then just check, oh, this one's bigger. So then I'd circle that and you know. But I think just with a pencil, with a pen, as you're looking at these numbers, just have just look at which one you think is the biggest one, and then just check again which ones you think is the biggest. Which is even. So even means divisible by 2. If you think about even numbers on the side of the road, odd, even, odd socks, that's what I was thinking. Odd socks is 1, 3 or 5. So even is the opposite of odd. We have this number. Okay. Use 2 of these numbers to make the correct addition. I've got the answers there, so you can see that 293 plus 107 equals the 400 that it was wanting there. Oh. And then which 2 numbers take away? There you got the 225 minus the 200 makes the 50 that you needed. Okay. Okay, we like this type of question. There's 3 deals. Which one's the best deal? 3 offers for computer tablet world, usually 170, 20% off. IT supplies, usually 180, a quarter off. Heaven will that much times that much. I've improved my answers since I gave them to you, so here you go. I'm thinking with the 20% off, I'd work out 10% is 17, so therefore 20% is 34. 170 minus the 34 is a 136. So it says in the marking scheme you're allowed to use different methods. Okay. IT supplies, a quarter off. So I would write 180 times. I would write this. That's what I write on my paper. If I was using my calculator, I would write that and I would type this into my calculator, but this is a non-calculator exam. To get a quarter off, I think what I did was I was thinking that 180, half of 180 is 90, and then half of 90 is me 45. That's the way I'd get a quarter. Whichever way is up to you. And then the 180 minus 45 is this one. PC Heaven. Again, when I'm showing my working out, I would do 26 times by 6 and think about it in months, and we got the 138. And it says which offers cheapest. Make sure you answer the question and say this one is cheapest, or whichever this one. Yeah. Okay. Bottles of milk cost 65 pence each. Work out the cost of 4 bottles. So as I'm reading through questions, I would, when I see the number 4, when I see the word 4, I write the number 4 because I don't like words. Okay, so I would do 65 times 4. 4 times 5 is 20, so write me 0, carry me 2. Wherever you carry your 2 is fine. 4 times 6 is 24. So we've got 26. 2. Yes. So my answer is 260. 260 what? Well, the original question was in pence, so we've got 260 pence. Okay. And you can see here, you'd expect to change that into pounds and pence. Okay. So if you can see, you get 1 mark for you working out, and then 1 mark for changing it into pounds and pence. If you had the incorrect pound notation, money notation, you wouldn't get that mark. Okay, Molly pays 4 bottles of milk with £5. So again, £5, take away the 2.60. So now I'm thinking I need some more decimal places. I'm going to borrow. So we got 0, we got 4, we got £2.40 change. Okay, and you can see there that if you forgot this 0, you would not get the mark. Okay. Okay, going on holiday. Table shows holiday prices for one person. July, August, September, October. Egypt, Bulgaria, Mexico, Portugal. How much is a holiday to Bulgaria in September? Bulgaria, September. Always feel free to write on the table. I do. You've seen I write anywhere and everywhere. Okay. You don't need the pound sign because it's there. I think you should have the pound sign because it makes your answer more meaningful. Okay. In August, which holiday? I'm going to change my colour pen. In holiday, which holiday is cheaper? Egypt or Portugal? We're talking August. We're looking at that number. That number. Okay. So 568. Take away 404. Again, always do a takeaway. Line them like this. In the answers, you can see that they've done it like that. That doesn't mean anything. Line them up. 8 take away 4 is 4. 6 take away nothing is 6. 5 take away 4 is what? 164. Okay. Special offer. Holiday for 2 people. The second person is half price. 2 friends go to Mexico in October. I've lost my table, obviously, it's on the page before. We're talking 508. So if we times that number by a half, so again, I write times by a half, but actually I'm dividing by 2. 500 divided by 2 is 250, plus that 8 divided by 2 is 9, so 259. Okay, so one person pays 518, the other person pays 259, but they're going to share the cost equally, so you add these two numbers up. 518 plus 2, 5, 9, 9 and 8 is 7, carry 1, we've got a 7, we've got a 7, running out of space, 7, 7, 7. Divide by 2. I'm going to write it like this today. I wrote it like that over there. Half of 7 is 35. Half of 7 is 35. Another 35. 5 is an 8. 8, 5. Okay. Because it's money notation. This is why I think it's always worth, even though they give me the pound there, I think if I write the pound on, then I'm remembering that I need the 0 as well. So again, you see here, if you miss a 0 off there, you'd lose 1 mark. Alison records how many men and women attend her fitness class over 4 weeks. The bar chart shows the information for weeks 1, 2 and 3, men and women. Number attended, 1, 2, 3. How many men attended week 2? Okay, this picture's not bad. I can see here is 10, that'd be 11, that'd be 12, check, 13, 14, 15, yes, so that's 12. How many men attended? 12. How many people attended altogether in week 3? So here we've got 15, there I can see 20, 15 plus 20 is 35. Okay, this next one is a bit of a puzzle. 40 people attended week 4. There were 8 more men than women. Now what I would do here, I would think men, women. Now, if it was even, I'd have 20 men and 20 women. But we know there's 4 more. So instead of, I'm just going to just play with the numbers, draw a sketch, I'm thinking, well, if it was 18 men and 22 women, we can see here the difference is 4. So that's not right, but I'm getting close. So I'm just going to try just 2 different numbers. And now here, can you see that the difference between 16 and 24, the difference is 8. So I'm happy with that. So that's the answer. Now complete the bar chart. 60. I don't know if I can do this. I'll try. Oh, that doesn't look horrendous. So men going up to 16. We'll have the women going up to 24. One less than 25. I thought I changed my colour pen. Damn it. Okay. What's important here is, can you see how they've left 5 little squares? So we leave 5 little squares. This width is 5 little squares. 16 is 1 square higher than 15. 24 is 1 square less than 25. I'm happy with that. Okay. And you can see here, men 16, women 24, so that would have been 1 mark, and then drawing them properly on the bar chart would have been 1 mark. Question D says, each week Alison pays £30 to run the class. She charges each person £5 to attend. How much profit will she make in week 1? Okay, so I've left the graph on here. So if you see week 1, we've got 10 men and we've got 15 ladies. So 10 plus 15 equals 25. 25 people. You've got the 25. You times it by the £5 equals 125. That happens to be one of those numbers that I know, because that is like 5 cubed equals 125. 5 squared equals 25. Okay. So she pays £30, so we got 125. Take away the £30 equals £95. Okay. The clock shows what time Helen finishes school. Write down the time shown on the clock. And for me, it's just 3:05. If you miss this 0 out, you've lost a mark. Here in the answers, it says you could write, I like the double dot in time, that's just proper. It says here you don't need the double dot. In the answers, it left a space, and I think in the original answers it said 0 bracket 3:05, which is wrong, because the 0 in front is implying it's morning. 0-100 hours is 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so 15:05 is okay. It says 3:05, which is how you'd say it, and I wrote it in words, 3:05. It says in here you don't need to put the AM and PM, which is a surprise. I think one thing I'm likely to lose marks on is that I don't write AM and PM, because I know it and I think everybody else knows it. Maybe it's I don't know. It's a lower level skill that you need to be reminded AM and PM. I'll put it on. I think you should. But like I say, we're just going with the marking scheme that's given to us by whoever that has the last say. Okay, this next one. Helen has 3 lessons in the morning. Sounds like she's going to high school. Lesson 1 starts at 9:10. 10 past 9. Why am I in bed? Okay. I like this bouncy ball method. So I'm going to plus 1 hour is 10:10. Reread the question. There's a 15-minute break between 2 and 3, so that means she doesn't get a break now. So we'll go to 11. 10, that's plus 1 hour. And then she'll have a 15-minute break, plus 15. And then plus another hour. Goes to 12:25. That's what time a lunch break is. So again, the marking scheme said You didn't need the double dots. I like the double dots. Marking scheme said this is worth 3 marks and didn't explain what you could get marks for. Meaning, if you got the wrong answer, you get nothing. Okay, I wouldn't be that strict, but I like to see working out, and I think that's easy done. Okay, that wasn't so bad now. I think I've made a note that, so this is out of 37, which is a bit of a weird number. And I'm thinking that if you got 25, 26 out of 37, I think I wrote, it was 70%, so that's good enough. Okay, add up your scores and let me know what they are. Okay, bye-bye.